Hello everyone, I am Professor Sushant Moite, working as a head of electrical department from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Today I start lecture on subject energy conservation and audit for final year student. Next, this is the teaching and examination scheme of 5th semester. In 5th semester, there are 8 subjects. That is, the first one management, second industrial AC machine, third switchgear and protection, fourth energy conservation and audit, fifth one, this one is the elective subject, illumination and electrification of building, next entrepreneurship development, next industrial training, and the last one capstone project planning. In this scheme, the first management, the second one industrial AC machine, third one switchgear and protection, next energy conservation and audit, and illumination and electrification of buildings. These all are the theoretical subject, and entrepreneurship development, industrial training, and capstone project planning are the term work based subject. Means the first one, the management, if you check this examination scheme, for management you give online exam and duration of this exam means online exam is 90 minutes. Next, industrial AC machine, switchgear and protection, energy conservation and audit, and illumination and electrification of buildings are theoretical subjects. For this subject, board arrange written exam. Other subjects like entrepreneurship development, industrial training, and capstone project planning are term work based subjects. Also, the subject like industrial AC machine, switchgear and protection, energy conservation and audit, and illumination and electrification of buildings are practical exam. In that, industrial AC machine, switchgear and protection, and energy conservation and audit have external practical exam. Next, these are the CO, that is course outcomes of the subject energy conservation and audit. After completing this subject, you get following outcomes. The first one, COA, interpret energy conservation policies in India. COB, implement energy conservation techniques in electrical machine. COC, apply energy conservation techniques in electrical installation. COD, use cogeneration and relevant tariff for reducing losses in facilities. COE, carry out energy audit for electrical system. Next is teaching and examination scheme of our subject, that is energy conservation and audit. In this subject, total 3 lectures in per week and 2 hours for practical. Then 70 marks of board exam, that is theory ESE, means theory end semester exam, and 30 marks for class test 1 and 2, that is theory PA, means progressive assessment. The total of theory ESE and theory PA is 100 marks. The next is a practical, 25 marks for external practical exam, that is practical ESE, and 25 marks for manual as well as micro project, that is practical PA. Means that practical ESE and practical PA, the total is 50 marks. Next, in this subject, there are total 5 units. Unit 1, energy conservation on basis. This unit for 2 hours and 8 marks. Unit 2, energy conservation in electrical machine. This unit for 12 hours and 14 marks. Unit 3, energy conservation in electrical installation system. This unit are for 12 hours and 16 marks. Unit number 4, energy conservation through cogeneration and tariff. These units for 11 hours and 16 marks. And the last, unit number 5, energy audit of electrical system. These units for 11 hours and 16 marks. Now we start unit number 1, energy conservation on basics. This is the course outcome of unit number 1, that is COA, interpret energy policies in India. Means after completing this unit you get the following output. And the next is the learning outcomes. The first one, interpret the given energy conservation clause. The next, explain the specified BEE role. Next, explain the specified MEDA role, means MEDA role. Next, interpret the star labeling of the given electrical equipment. Next one, contents. These are the syllabus of unit number 1. In this unit, we study following points. The first, classification of energy source with examples. Next, distinguish between energy sources. Next, the meaning of term energy conservation. The next, energy conservation is needed in present scenario. Next, benefits of energy conservation. Next, the function of organization related to energy conservation. The first, MEDA. Second one, MNRE. Third one, BEE. And the last one, NPC. The next, Energy Electricity Act 2003. And the last one, need and benefits of star labeling. Next, now we start unit number 1. But first, the name of our subject is energy conservation and audit. In your mind, some questions are produced. The first, what is energy conservation? The next one, what is energy audit? And the last one, why we study this subject. First, we start why we study this subject. First, we understand energy scenario. Energy is one of the major inputs for the economic development of any country. In the case of developing countries, the energy sector assumes a critical importance in view of the ever increasing energy needs requiring huge investments to meet them. India's per capita energy and electricity consumption are less than one-tenth of developed countries' per capita consumption. The disparities in urban versus rural, southern, western, and northern region versus eastern and northeastern region, and higher income versus lower income household are very high. Unfortunately, the regions where large fossil and renewable energy sources are available have lower per capita energy consumption. For sustainable and equitable socio-economic development, such a situation needs to change. Given the country's over dependence on coal, large scale import of oil and gas, difficulty in meeting the financial burden of import, environmental consequences of large scale energy production, transportation, trans- transformation, transportation, and use. It is not wise to strive to achieve the developed country level of energy consumption. To improve the quality of life of Indian citizens, there is no doubt that per capita energy consumption has to increase. Through judicious approach, higher quality of life can be achieved with moderate increase in energy consumption. The country needs to make timely change of our emphasis on non-renewable energy. Such a change in strategy calls for a paradigm shift in our development approach, that is from unsustainable growth oriented economic development to an environmental friendly equitable development. Since three most serious environment related problems, global warming, acid rain, and ozone layer depletion, owe their origin to energy, it is in our national and global interest that we minimize energy want without sacrificing the energy need for a decent quality of life. A time bound plan is essential to move the renewable energy dominant decentralized system from the existing non renewable energy focus fossil fuels centric centralized system. There is essential for every activity of life. There is a strong positive correlation between energy use and quality of life. At global level, per capita income of a country is directly proportional to the per capita energy consumption. This is the energy scenario of our country. Then next is the what is energy consumption. Energy consumption means to reduce the consumption of energy by using less of an energy service. Once again, energy conservation means to reduce the consumption of energy by using less of an energy service. And the next question is what is energy audit? Energy audit means the verification, monitoring, and analysis of use of energy, including submission of technical report containing recommendations for improving energy efficiency with cost benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce energy consumption. In any industry, the three top operating expenses are often found to be energy, both electrical and thermal, labor, materials. If one were to relate to the manageability of the cost or potential cost saving in each of the above components, energy would invariably emerge as top ranker, and thus energy management function constitute a strategic area for cost reduction. Energy audit will help to understand more about the ways energy and fuel are used in any industry and help in identifying the areas where waste can occur and where scope for improvement exists. The energy audit will give positive orientation to the energy cost reduction, preventive maintenance, and quality control program which are vital for production and utility activities. Such an audit program will help to keep focus on variations which occurs in the energy cost, availability and reliability of supply of energy, decide on appropriate energy mix, identify energy conservation technologies, retrofit for energy conservation equipment, etc. In general, energy audit is a translation of conservation ideas into realities by leading technically feasible solution with economic and other organization considerations with a specified time frame. Now you understand why we study this subject, what is energy audit and what is energy conservation. Now important question for unit number 1 is classification of energy source with example.